Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Mrs.T.Geetha, Assistant Professor in Vellala College of Education. In this video, we are going to learn about gender representation in mass media. Before that, we should know about mass media. Do you know what is mass media? Yes, mass media is the communication, whether it can be written, broadcast, or spoken, that reaches a large audience. This includes radios, televisions, movies, internet, advertising, magazines, newspapers, and so on. There are two main theoretical explanations for why media can influence people's behavior. First of all, it can change their beliefs by providing relevant information. And second, it can have a direct effect on behavior independently of people's information through persuasion. Now, we are going to see gender representation. Generally, Indian media portray body of women as an object of attraction and pleasure, and that of men as a source of strength and power. Media represent men as physically strong, aggressive, and achievers in their own field, whereas they represent women as physically weak, gentle, and timid, interested in presenting themselves as much as beautiful as possible. In this video, we are going to see how men and women are represented in magazines, radio and television programs, cartoons, movies, and advertisement. First of all, gender representation in magazines. Helen Golly Brown, the editor of Cosmopolitan, a popular feminist magazine in America, described that women at present are strong and have the ability to compete with men in all spheres of life. In present day, Indian magazines, that is Tamil magazines like Snehidi, Mangayamala, Aval Vikatan, and Malayalam magazines like Vanita, and English magazines like EU's Weekly, Femina, etc., have started including new sections for discussing issues like gender relations, women's rights, women taking up careers, women wearing modern dresses, women seeking professional status, problems of corporate women executives, etc. Even in newspapers and popular magazines, they have now sections meant for women. Though magazines exclusively mean for men, the provisions are made for catering, music, video games, developing relations with women, luxury items, new versions of cars and bikes, tours and travels. Next, gender representation in radio programs. Though the range and usage of radio are steadily decreasing, FM radio is still popular. Radio receivers are cheap and transistor radios could be taken everywhere during travel. Even now, FM radio is available in mobile phones also. Female singers and musicians get many chances as radio programs give more importance for richness of voice and proper pronunciation than physical appearance. In rural programs of radio broadcast, things like husband providing his wife information regarding effective agricultural practices and animal husbandry, etc., are pointers of male dominance. In programs like Listener's Choice, Tenkinam, etc., songs and dialects liked and sought after by women are often broadcast. As radio is still in the arm of government, it completely avoids advertisement which are in cheap taste and bordering vulgarity. Next, gender representation in television programs. Television channels are getting multiplied in passage of time. Many of the television channels are telecasting new and innovative programs, recorded programs like telecast of special functions, celebrations and festivals, advertisements, etc. Female characters in television serials are most often housewives, teachers, nurses, or secretaries. Women are portrayed as victims, caretakers, and sex objects. Whereas the male characters are presented as masters, dubious and assertive, dominant and career oriented. But some television channels present programs like Avoid Fear, that is Achant Hour, highlighting the successful participation of women even in adventurous tasks. Though television programs still in recent past were adhering to traditional gender norms and gender roles, however of the late, they have started presenting women as confident as men, taking up higher education and getting into various kinds of professions and are adventurous and achievers. This new trend is quite welcome and is indicative of the emergence of women freeing themselves from their shackles and inching towards limelight. Next, gender representation in cartoons. Animated cartoons are popular among young children in all over the world. Some television channels like Chutti TV, Cartoon Network, Pogo are exclusively meant for children. Among the cartoons involving humans such as Ben 10, Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man, Superman, etc. are very popular in all over the world. These cartoon stories depict male as sturdy, brave, aggressive, and adventurous, whereas they represent females as gentle, innocent, clean in appearance, cute with big eyes, and charming faces. Cartoons are spreading gender stereotypes, focusing that women need men to save them. Saving a woman makes you a man, and that only men are capable of protecting others from harm or danger. So, gender stereotypes representing women as inferior to men is prevalent in cartoon pictures all over the world, including India. Next, gender representation in movies. Film serves as a powerful media in shaping the attitudes of people and form a major source of entertainment for all, including the illiterate and poor. In most of the films, women are presented in stereotypical roles, perpetuating men-dominated system. For example, major portion of the dialogues in the film are uttered by the male characters, and they also find place in more number of scenes than female characters. Since the film producers generally believe that it is the hero who matters most in making the film a grand success. In films, generally heroines are depicted as helpless and often getting into troubles due to conspiracy of the villain. Occasionally, one or two films appear which give mightier roles for women. For example, the Tamil movie Avaluru Thodarkadai, having K. Balachandra as its director, presented the heroine as an assertive woman, unapologetic for her independence. Similarly, films like Bharati Raja's Pudumai Pen, Roshan Andrews, Muppataru Vaidinile, Gobi Naina's Aaron, G. Kicha's Bhavani IPS, etc., presented the heroines in most untraditional and revolutionary roles. On whole, it can be said that mostly women are represented in Indian movies as subservient to man, homemakers, sincere wives, and affectionate mothers, rarely deviating from often repeated track of conforming to the traditional gender roles. Only a few Indian film movies worked on the revolutionary themes and portrayed women as independent, assertive, and matching with men in their competencies. Next, gender representation in advertisements. Advertisement serves as the main lifeline of media. But for advertisement, newspapers and magazines in the print media would have become costlier by more than two times. Audio media do not derive much support from advertisements. Advertisement helps to introduce a new product in the market, make people know the place of availability of different kinds of commodities and their respective prices. Women are often used as models to advertise various products in the media, particularly beauty product and household articles. Men are often featured in advertisements for automobile, financial services, and electronic products than women. One can understand the logic behind featuring women in advertisements for household products, cosmetics, dresses, and jewelry, but it is quite irrational and highly exaggerated featuring women in advertisements for products which are exclusively used by men, like shaving cream, deodorant, bunions, and so on. I hope today you have understood how gender is represented in media. Thank you all for your patience listening.